Hey guys, it's Moonglade. Welcome back to another video. Today we will be discussing my personal top 5 least favorite guns. I'd like to put out a disclaimer that just because I don't like them, just because they're my least favorite, doesn't mean they're bad and doesn't mean you have to hate them as well. If you like any of the guns on the list, cool. I know I'm going to get some comments saying that like, oh, you didn't make the right build, like it doesn't feel good because you're not using the right build for it. Some of these guns I don't even have max level. Okay, I think it's only like 2 of these guns that I don't have max level, but I don't have some of them max level, and honestly, even with the right build, I don't think you'd be able to convince me to like any of these guns. They just suck in my hands, and I cannot stand them. Most of this gameplay will be done in hardcore, because honestly, I don't want to have to sit here trying to like 7-shot with a sniper or something. It just feels gross. So yeah, just because they're my least favorite doesn't make them bad guns. Honestly, there are probably builds that turn these into absolute monsters and that make them so usable, but I haven't got them, so that's not my problem. Anyway, onto the video. My 5 least favorite guns in Modern Warfare 3. So for this video, we'll be kind of going in like ascending order, so like the most bearable of my least favorites to, oh my god, if I ever have to hold this gun again in my life after getting the like max camo, I will probably cry. Starting us off, the SVA 545. Honestly, like I said, probably haven't got the best build for it. Yes, I am playing with like a sniper class setup. Well, no, I'm not for this one, never mind. Like, I've got Gilded. I'm gonna use it anyway for like the, what's it called, interstellar camo. I'm gonna go for max camo with it. But just honestly, it doesn't feel the greatest in my hands. I think my favorite, I'm gonna have to basic, is the MCW when it comes to ARs. I don't even need to reload. What am I doing? Yeah, like it's mainly the MCR. I love the MCR. I don't know what it is about the SVA. I'm just honestly not the biggest fan. I don't know whether it's like the ADS or like the recoil, or just like the amount of bullets it takes to kill one person, because I'm honestly just skill issued in this game. But something doesn't sit right with me, and I just can't force myself to continuously use it after I have the camos. Like, I put myself through hell. This was like my first gun that I got Gilded on, and it kind of like, it didn't take me a while, it was just long, because I'm really not a massive fan. Like, I think my gameplay here is kind of disproving like the recoil fact, but honestly, I don't know what it is. It's just not my favorite gun in the game, and honestly, I think I'd be okay just leaving it unless it becomes, like, unless it genuinely becomes like meta in Warzone or something. I think I'd be okay leaving the SVA for good once like I've got Interstellar. That was a bad stun. But yeah, like once this is done, once I'm done with camos for the SVA, I think I might just be leaving it behind in the dust. Yeah, no, this is like really bad for recoil, like the recoil demonstration, because I'm actually doing alright, but I think this is just the amount of time I put into this to get Gilded. Like, I think for like new player friendly, this is not the gun. I don't know, I can't remember what the gun is that like you physically cannot change it because you're not high enough level if you're a brand new player. I think it might be the BAS-B or like the MCW or something. I don't think it's the SVA, but if it is, then this is honestly not the best gun to start with in my opinion, and I'd say try and get to the MCW as fast as you can. I've not heard many people say bad things about the SVA. I don't know other people's opinions on it, but my opinion is it's kind of like it's an AR. Like it shoots, it does damage, it can kill people. It's just an AR. It's nothing special. Like, none of the ARs in this game are really something special, but this just feels like the most bland in my opinion. I say that as I use the MCW as my main AR. That was nice. SVA, honestly, not the worst, not the best. That's why it's number 5 on the list. Okay, so for this next gun, I actually have to like hop on keyboard and mouse, because I challenged myself to do this specific gun on keyboard and mouse, because why not? I really honestly thought it would be a lot more challenging, and it kind of is, because penetration kills for camo challenges suck. I haven't got Gilded on this yet. But the next gun is the DG58 LSW. Now, I honestly don't know whether it's because I'm trying this on keyboard and mouse and my main input is controller, or if because the gun sucks, or because I'm just bad at the game. But I really don't enjoy using this. It's not my favorite gun in the game. It never will be. I can guarantee that much. LMGs probably won't be my favorite class outside of like Cold War. I love the LMGs in Cold War. They were so good. Cold War is underrated, by the way. But I gave myself the challenge of trying to get like literally all the way to Forged on this with nothing but keyboard and mouse as a controller input main. But because I think that's ruined part of the experience of this LMG for me, because I kind of just don't enjoy it. If it wasn't for the fact that the SVA just feels too basic for me, this probably would have been like top of the list. But I think compared with the LAV feeling a bit, not the LAV, the SVA feeling a bit too basic for me, and honestly just like, it's my main input and it still feels basic. At least this, I have kind of a reason to have it as a least favorite gun, because I'm not a keyboard and mouse main. I don't think I'll ever be a keyboard and mouse main. It's Call of Duty doesn't feel like it to me. Like, honestly, it really does not feel like a keyboard and mouse game to me. Call of Duty will forever feel... That was okay. Call of Duty will forever feel controller game to me. But yeah, I tried doing this on keyboard and mouse, and it really just did not work out for anyone. Maybe I lied. But it really did not work out. It's kind of ruined the experience for me, if I'm being honest. I feel like I would have enjoyed this gun a lot more if I was playing it on controller. But I didn't. I decided I'd be a bit of a dumb one and play keyboard and mouse instead, and it's not my main input, so that's a negative experience overall. I don't really have anything bad to say about the gun itself. Like, I think the recoil's fine, like its damage output is great. I know my build isn't great, but I'm coping. Like, I have nearly everything unlocked. Like, it's max level. The only things I haven't got unlocked are the armory challenge stuff so that it has unlockable. And honestly, I don't know if I'll probably get it eventually just to have everything, because it might go on a better LMG. But in terms of this one specifically, I don't think I will ever be able to enjoy it after tainting the gameplay with keyboard and mouse. That is the DG58 LSW. Okay, we're back on controller for this one, because honestly, keyboard and mouse just isn't my main input. Up next we have the FR 5.56. It's just not my type of thing. Honestly, I thought I'd enjoy it because it's burst, and I normally enjoy burst round rifles and like weapons just in general, like burst SMGs. I like the Renetti, it's a good pistol. Honestly, one of my favorites. But for some reason, I could just never get along with the FR. It's an AR, sure, okay, cool. It has a decent gimmick because it's not your usual fully automatic. It's burst, and I do have the setting on that turns it, so I don't have to like sit there and press the button. I do have the setting on where I can just hold the button because I'm cheap. I don't care. I don't want to be pressing the button multiple times just to shoot the same round over and over again. And it's a burst gun, so I honestly could not care what people think of me for using it because it sucks. Contrary to popular belief, I got the forced camo because I honestly thought I'd enjoy this weapon. I thought I'd be able to stand it. So I used it as one of my ARs to get gilded. And then I still had it on when I unlocked Gilded. It was the last AR that I did. And I was like, you know what, while I'm here, might as well get Forged. So I got my Forged, and honestly, it's kind of like the SVA and the DG. I don't plan to be using this after. Contrary to popular belief, even though I have Forged, I really don't enjoy this weapon. Like, Forged was just something cool to have. I want to get the Mark become. I want to get Interstellar. I should have documented the journey. It would have been cool to upload, just like every other COD YouTuber that has done it. Would have been something that I would have loved uploading, but honestly, I just didn't document it because half of this grind is just sitting in sites getting kills or getting quick scopes or like shortly after reloading. Like, it's not entertaining content, not by any shot. That was really nice, but it's not entertaining by any shot, and it's kind of just not something you want to be using. I thought he had a scope on his MCW for a second. I would have actually been scared for my life. Yeah, it's genuinely not something that I want to be using. I won't be coming back to this once I've got all of my camos. This will never have a nice spot in my heart. It has a hatred spot, honestly. Like, I really do not like this gun. It's really it's something else. It's actually like, genuinely, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm a sniper main and the next two weapons really annoy me, this would have been like top of the list. I don't want to see this again. Like, once I've interstellared it, I never want to have to see this thing again. It's actually diabolical. But yeah, that is the FR 5.56. Okay, next up, I don't think this should be a surprise. Like, I've just mentioned that I love snipers, and I was absolutely crapping on this next weapon. It's the Longbow. Now, people have their opinions on it. Some people absolutely love it. As you can see, I'm in hardcore because I don't want to be spending like 7 to 8 bullets, trying to get 1 kill. I'm probably not even going to get a kill with this thing. I have not got it. Oh, okay, I lied. I have not got this thing leveled. It probably won't be leveled. Well, actually, it will be because I went Interstellar. Not leveled. Won't be played with Master. I'm going to get the Mastery camo and probably just leave it at that. Like, it's good. It's okay. It has a decent ADS for a base sniper. Oh my god, he was actually just straight up spraying. Spray and pray, people. Spray and pray. But that's kind of just like this sniper. What is this? Like, this would be something I expect to see in a marksman rifle section. I won't lie, this doesn't feel like sniper to me. Like, I can use it. It's okay in hardcore, where everything's one shot anyway. Or when most things are one shot anyway. In terms of being a sniper, this is not a sniper. Like, I don't see... Like, okay, I see why. Like, chamber... Like, the bullet type is chambered in. It has a telescopic scope. And it's kind of like... It kind of looks like a sniper. It fits everything about a sniper. It just doesn't feel like one. You tell me, would you survive a sniper bullet to the chest? Like, if you were to be shot at, would you survive a sniper bullet to the chest? Probably not, right? So why is it possible to survive a longbow shot? Like, there's probably some actual reason. Like, it's chambered in what, 0.338? So like, that's probably the reason. Maybe it's a weaker caliber. So maybe, just maybe, it has a reason. But the reason just feels off to me, if I'm being honest. Like, I really don't expect this to be like, I wouldn't expect picking up a weapon, like picking up a sniper. I don't expect it to not be one shot. Like, if I'm picking up a sniper, I'm looking at a one shot. Like, if we go, I don't know about Modern Warfare 2, honestly did not play the multiplayer, I was absolutely appalled by the game. But if we go back to Modern Warfare 2019, like, the only like, sniper that wasn't one shot was, like, the Dragunov of the game. I can't remember what it was, but it was the Dragunov of the game. Everything else, like, the AX-50 was a one shot, the HDR was a one shot, the Rytek AMR was a one shot, everything in that game was one shot, except whatever their Dragunov clone was. And, like, yeah, sure, I'd excuse this as a Dragunov clone. The ADS, okay, yeah, sure, great. It's, like, amazing. The recoil, honestly, isn't even that bad. One-shot capabilities and regular is, like, headshot, or, sorry, chest and upper, even though people survive one shot straight to the heart. So, I don't understand. But, like, it's not the worst. Certainly not the worst, but I don't think I'll be touching this after I get Interstellar on it. Like, it's there for camos, let's be real. There might be, I think there are some people who, like, genuinely build the longbow and genuinely enjoy using it, and I won't hate on them for liking it. Like, if you like it, cool, fair dues. But this just isn't the gun for me. But yeah, no, it just doesn't do enough. Just no one shot unless you're in hardcore, which is honestly disappointing. But, like, I expected more from Activision, especially after, like, all the crap that Modern Warfare 2 got. It was honestly disappointing to see not much change in terms of snipers. Like, wasn't there only, like, one-shot sniper in the entirety of Modern Warfare 2 or something like that? I don't know. Didn't play the multiplayer. Honestly, didn't enjoy it. But yeah, that's my take on the longbow. It's bad. If you want to get into sniping, just level up your battle pass and get the XRK, or, like, if you really don't want to, use the Cat AMR. Like, it's honestly not as bad as people are making it out to be. It can be built for a decent-ish quickscope build. It's good enough. Like, this thing, not good. Don't use the longbow. It will make you cry if you're trying to hit, like, nice clips, because you have to hit headshots for it to be one shot in main game. Yeah, that's my take on the longbow. And for the final gun, I don't know how many of you were expecting this, actually. The KV inhibitor. It's not the worst. I have a decent quickscope build for it. It can get the job done if you headshot in main game. I'm once again playing in hardcore because, of course, I'm playing in hardcore. I don't like these guns. They don't one-shot, and I have skill issues, so I can't headshot 24/7. if you were to use this from like base, like no attachments, level 1, literally all that, it's honestly one of the worst guns I've ever held. It takes so long to ADS. It doesn't one-shot, as I've already mentioned, and it has. I'm pretty sure it has some pretty bad recoil. I don't know. I didn't play around with it much because the Flammable Fury one came out, so I was able to snag the pack for free. But it's honestly, if it wasn't for the fact that the Longbow is genuinely weaker than a Grandma, this would probably be. I can't even say weaker than a Grandma. Though grandmas are strong. Like maybe not always physically, but emotionally they are strong. Okay, that was good. Emotionally they are strong, but like generally speaking, they like the Longbow is weak. And if it wasn't for how weak the Longbow is, and that it takes like 3 to 4 shots to kill, maybe even like 9, 10, 11 to kill, and this only takes 2, I would actually be like ruining this gun more. This is like my least favorite gun. Like the Longbow only outranks it because at least it has a reason for being bad, and at least it has a ammo, like a magazine capacity that makes up for it. Like you can 2-shot body shot with the Longbow, and you have 30 rounds default, which is good. 30 rounds, that's not bad for something that like 2-shot kills, because that's 15 kills a mag. You really don't have to worry. You don't have to worry much. But like honestly, this isn't bad if you can like hit headshots or like upper body shots, or like you play hardcore. But I will not be using it once I get it into Cellar. I do not like this gun. Really do not like this gun. I would not be playing with this if it was anything other than camo grinds. I'll stick to my XRK and my cat for sniping. Like, but I'm just not a huge fan. I'm not a lover. I prefer my XRK. I prefer my cat. If I was to play with anything else, I'd like want an MCW. Honestly, haven't messed around with the SMGs enough to know which SMG I'd love to use most. I love Karambits, as you can see. They are cool. It's an upsetting gun, to say the least. I really am not happy with it. It's not what I want. It's usable, but the fact that in main game you have to hit like upper body or headshots, for people who just kind of want one-shots no matter what because they can make it look flashy, this gun is not it. Like with the Cat AMR, you can kind of like do a couple spins in the air and murder someone with it. You can, like with the XRK, it's a quick scope build. With this, if you want a quick scope, you have to make sure your crosshairs on their head, like already on their head, before you even bother ADSing, before you even bother attempting to kill. It already has to be on their head. That was disappointing. It's just not fun. It's not the most fun gun I've ever played with. I think that would probably have to go with the XRK. KV inhibitor, definitely literally only here for camos. Please give me my cat back after. Please give me my XRK back off. This really is not my cup of tea. Haha, I'm British, cup of tea, haha. That's a mosquito. Haha, my cup of tea, lol, I'm British. Yeah, no, this isn't doing it for me. I'm not a huge fan of the KV. Yeah, it's just not my favorite gun. This is like there might be, maybe in the future once I've experienced more guns during camo grinds, maybe there'll be a gun that's like, okay, I want the KV in my hands instead. Like this is actually something else. But for now, the KV is that gun that's like put something else in my hands. Well, those are my least favorite, oh my god, top 5 least favorite guns in Modern Warfare 3.